You want more subscribers, but it feels like no matter what you do, that number doesn't seem to move. In this video, I'm going to explain to you why that happens and what you can do to get more subscribers here on YouTube. In fact, I'm going to show you what you should be focusing on to get to that first 1,000 subscribers. So if you want to learn how everybody else has done it, make sure you stick around to the end of this video, click the subscribe button and the bell notification so you don't miss future content that'll help you get there. YouTube Simplified. And hey, don't forget, this video is sponsored by TUBEBUDDY. TUBEBUDDY is your #1 browser plugin for growing and managing your YouTube channel. It's available to download for free. There's a link in the description below, or you can go to trytubebuddy.today and get started for free. All right, so the first mistake that people often make when trying to get to 1,000 subscribers is focusing on that subscriber number. They're running out, they're asking their friends and family to subscribe. They're sharing their videos all over Facebook in groups that may not have anything to do with YouTube, trying to get people to simply click the button. But that approach is all wrong. What you need to understand about your subscriber count is that that subscriber count moves as a byproduct of a well-run channel. So if you want to move that number in a positive way and have it actually mean something, the goal is not simply to move that number. The goal is to run a successful YouTube channel.
But how in the world do you do that?
We're going to cover a number of different things that you need to focus on in order to run a successful YouTube channel. And I'll give you a hint. A lot of it is all up here. Now, there's a bunch of different ways to slice what's really important here on YouTube, but I basically boiled it down to a single concept. When starting out on YouTube and trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, focus on the most important metric that you actually have control over. With all the numbers YouTube provides, it can be easy to get confused and frustrated trying to make sense of the numbers. But if you focus on this particular metric, it will simplify things and allow you to continue to push forward. The metric is video count. I want you to commit to making 100 videos on YouTube. If you can focus on that particular goal rather than constantly looking at your subscriber count, you will get to 1,000 subscribers and be on your way to making a successful channel here on YouTube. But it's not just about putting out 100 videos. Anybody can put out the same stuff 100 times. What you want to do is focus on making improvements during those 100 videos. Look, a lot of us come into this without a lot of experience in video editing or production or any of those things that go into making a successful channel. But the beauty of YouTube, why I recommend everybody get involved and start making a YouTube channel, is that everything you need to know can be found for free here on YouTube. In fact, in this video alone, I'm going to give you the basis to move you forward in a positive direction and avoid a lot of the pitfalls that other new and aspiring YouTubers make. The most important thing you need to do is make that first video. If you've already made videos here on YouTube, then you are way ahead of the game. If you haven't made any videos yet, it's great that you're starting with this video so you understand the direction that you need to take. All right, when it actually comes to making your videos, I'm going to give you 3 areas that you should focus on improving during your 100 videos. The areas that can make or break any given video are lighting, sound, and stability. You want to make sure that you have enough light for the video that you're making. That can be accomplished with natural lighting by putting your camera in front of an open window, or you can film outside, or you can go out and buy a cheap $5, $6, $7, $8 light that clips to a chair that you can put in front of you to give yourself the necessary light. You want to have decent sound. Now, that doesn't mean going out and buying a fancy microphone. It means trying to reduce the sound around you. Maybe there's a barking dog. Maybe there's traffic out the window. Anything you can do to minimize the sound around you is going to help you put out a high quality video. And stability is just common sense. If you're sharing stuff and your camera is all over the place and people are getting seasick trying to watch your content, then they're probably not going to stick around long. But if you take your camera, you prop it against a stack of books, or you use a tripod, you can get them really cheap. I'll put a link in the description below. Amazon sells a pretty decent tripod for like 20 bucks, 19, 20 bucks. It's a great way to get started. Plus they make these little mounts that you can screw into the tripod that will hold things like your phone if you happen to be starting your YouTube channel with the camera on the phone, which I do recommend because it is more than enough to get you moving towards that 1,000 subscribers. In fact, I made my first 100 videos with an iPhone. So if I can do it without any prior knowledge, so can you. Again, all these things don't have to be perfect when you start making videos, but you want to pick out one thing from each video after you've uploaded it. Don't try to make things perfect and then just absolutely cripple yourself and never actually upload a video. Look, your videos in the beginning are not going to be good. They're definitely not going to be perfect. Don't strive for perfection. What you need to do is make a decent video, put that video up, and then watch it afterwards and reflect on what it is that you can improve upon for the next video. Sometimes we'll have days when the camera didn't work quite right, or the sound was a little bit off, or there was a barking dog, or somebody came in and interrupted us. Sometimes it feels like every single day all of those things happen. In fact, while I was making this video, I had everything from kids yelling, dogs barking, people calling for me to go do something else in another room. So it happens to all of us. And if you allow those things to stop you from moving forward, then you're never going to make progress here on YouTube. But put out the best video that you can at that time, and then just commit to making your next video a little bit better. Now, don't try to fix everything from your prior video. Just pick out one thing. Over the course of 100 videos, you will be able to isolate single areas that you can improve. And at the end of that 100 videos, you will have accumulated a bunch of little improvements that are really going to stack up and show you massive progress in your ability to make quality videos. Now, there's a couple extra points that I want to share with you in terms of making sure you get to that 100 videos. You want to come up with a schedule. You don't want to just put out a video and then take a break and come back in 3 weeks and maybe make another video. Commit to this. Commit to making that 100 videos. Figure out what type of schedule you can commit to, whether that's one video a week or maybe a couple videos a week. It's really up to you. Just in full disclosure, when I started this channel, I was probably doing 3 videos a week for about a year, and then I changed my schedule as the channel developed. But that doesn't mean you should be doing 3 videos a week. It's really important that you find a schedule that you can stick with. And on the topic of consistency, this next tip is going to help you make a lot more videos. Look, when I started out, I was making videos in my living room. I was using a green screen because that's what professional video makers do. I was doing all these things based on what I thought was right. Well, it turns out that all of that was wrong, and it really set me back for a number of reasons. As I mentioned, I was in my living room, so every time I wanted to make a video, I had to set up a green screen. I had to light the green screen. I had to set up my camera and tripod and all of those things. So just thinking about making a video immediately gave me a list about 20 things that I needed to do before I ever pushed record. And that is not the path to success here on YouTube. As much as you can, you want to minimize all the steps that come before hitting the record button. The way I did that personally was to dedicate an area in my home where I could actually make videos. That meant that there was lighting that was always set up. There was a backdrop that I would always use. There was a camera that was set up and pointing in the right direction to the point where I was ready to make a video. All I had to do was sit down or stand up in front of the camera and click the record button. And that has helped me immensely in getting out so many more videos than I would have been able to do had I stayed in the living room and put my stuff up and took it down every time I wanted to make a video. And in case you're wondering, no, I couldn't leave it set up in the living room. My wife would have killed me. And another big tip that helped me while I was on my phone and also on my camera. When I used to record videos in the beginning, I had this mental block that I would push record, I would try to say something, and if I screwed it up, I would hit stop, or I would stop recording, and then I would try to fix it and hit record again. Well, 10 times into it, I had 10 different clips, and every time I did that, I was starting and stopping the entire process. What I learned, which was a major game changer for me,
Don't mind the puppy barking in the background,
is that I left the camera running. That means for the entire video, mistakes and all, I had a single video file. So when it came time to edit, I didn't have to go and find the 45 files that were needed to make that video. I would grab that single file with all the mistakes in it. I would put that into my editor, which I used iMovie on my iPhone when I started, and then I moved on to some other editors, Filmora and also Premiere Pro. I'll put links to all those in the description below for whatever you're interested in moving forward with. But it helped save so much time because then I would just go into that single clip. I would chop out all the areas where I screwed up, and then I would have basically the framework of that video, and then I would add whatever lower thirds or whatever, that kind of stuff, which you don't really have to worry about in the beginning. But if you're really ambitious and you want to add that extra flair or touch of professionalism, those are certainly things you can explore, and using software like Filmora or other editors can really help you do that fairly easily. But again, that's stuff that you can incorporate into your process as you move forward. Don't feel like you have to put 8,000 different things into your videos in the beginning. It's just a matter of clicking record, making a video, having something to say, and then getting that video up to YouTube. Now, that's another point that I want to really get to sink in with you, is that your video has to be about something. Don't make videos based on what's interesting to you. Make videos based on what value you are going to deliver to your viewer. So try to understand who you're making videos for, what they might be looking for. If that's how-to videos, it may be showing somebody how to do something. If it's entertainment, it's trying to make them laugh, or storytelling, any of those things. But you have to make your video based on what the viewer wants, not what interests you. And that is something that people struggle with when they're trying to learn and understand how to get a positive response on their videos here on YouTube. It's the value that you're giving. You want the viewer to be like, hey, I want to watch this entire video because this is giving me exactly what I was looking for. Now, we covered a lot of stuff so far. I want you to go ahead and click that like button. That will save this video in your liked video playlist, so you can always go back to your channel and find this video easily, so you can review the different topics as you move forward. And hey, if you want to amplify your subscriber growth here on YouTube, check out my digital guide, Subscriber Secrets, to learn all the tips, tricks, and strategies to make sure you're gaining every subscriber possible. It's available right now at subsecrets.com for only $4.95 for a limited time. I'm going to put a playlist on the screen now that will give you videos about YouTube feature tutorials, so you can learn how YouTube works, how to use the behind the scenes stuff that's available on YouTube. You'll always have Creator Fundamentals as a resource. Click the subscribe button, that round button below me, for future content. Make sure you ring that bell, and I'll see you guys in the next video.